and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a whole bunch of my multi-use palettes with blushes, highlighters, bronzers, and things like that to show you. I'm going to swatch some too, and I actually have a few bronzers in here that were singles that I had found after I made that video. If you haven't seen that, I hope you'll go ahead and check that out. If you're new to my channel, I'm a big project panner, but I also love to get really good deals. If that interests you, I hope you'll consider liking, subscribing, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I'll actually start with these bronzers that I forgot that I wanted to show you in my last video. I knew I was missing at least one of them, but I didn't realize I was missing so many. So the first one here is from Gellar. This is the Baked Body Frosting Face and Glow and Tahitian Ginger. And it's a big, really pretty bronzer. As you can see, I really like this bronzer. So let's go ahead and swatch this for you. And this is the color it comes. It's just a really pretty light bronzer. I really enjoy this bronzer. And if you missed my last video, I was saying how much I really like her products. And I would definitely recommend them. I did get a lot of these on sale. I try to get a lot of my stuff on sale. This is, I think I got this from Ulta back when they carried them, and then they stopped carrying them, so I got it at half price. But just go ahead, check these out. They're really good. I'm not getting paid for saying, or, you know, but I really like them. And here's another one from Gellar. This is the Baked Body Face and Glow Tahitian Glow. So I think I have two of these, honestly, which I didn't realize. I'm going to have to open this up. I guess they're two different colors. So this is the one that I showed you, swatched already. And then this one, I don't know why they're named the exact same, because there's obviously different shades in here. But I'll go ahead and swatch this one for you. Yeah, you can see it's a completely different shade than the original ones that I just showed you. And I have a couple of these from Kiko. And this one is the Festival Glow Baked Bronzer in Honey Dream. So I'll go ahead and show you what the inside of this one looks like. So this is what this one looks like swatched. It's a lot lighter, especially lighter than the Gellar. And I have one more here, and this is from Kiko, and this is the Festival Glow in Burnt Sienna. So I'll go ahead, open this, and swatch it for you. So that's what this one looks like. And again, that's what this one looks like when it's swatched. These are really nice bronzers. Everything here that I just showed you. I really love collecting bronzers because it's something I especially love to use. So I'm going to go ahead, wipe this off, and I'm going to get started with some of these over here. So just give me a second. I'll come right back. So these, I'm just going to swatch them on my hand, and then just have to wash it off immediately afterwards so I can show you. This one here is from Lorac. This is the Hustle and Glow Baked Bronze and Highlight Palette. It's a really nice palette. I believe I got this from Kohl's before it turned into Sephora. So this is what this looks like. It's a nice baked formula. I tend to really like baked products. This first one here is actually a highlighter, as you can see. And then I don't think these are colored names. Doesn't really say any names of these shades, but this one is the second or the first bronzer. This one, I'll just go in order of what the box or the palette is. It looks like a box, honestly, it's huge. But these are the shades, and they're just really nice. Here is actually from Sephora. It is called the, what is this called? Sugar Wafer Palette. So there is there's two sets of face products in here. A lighter shade and then a darker shade, as you can see. So I'll just go on the top, show you what this one looks like. It's gorgeous. So that's what this looks like. And I'm going to go ahead and swatch these first. My hand's not completely dry yet, so I'm just going to wash this off a little bit better. And I'll go ahead and show you. So that is gorgeous. Very pretty. And my hands are a little wet, so I think it's going to be showing these a little darker than they normally would. But these are really pretty shades. The next are on the bottom, I guess. I'll show you. This is what the bottom looks like. And I accidentally got a little chunk out of this, it looks like. But these are really pretty and a lot deeper colors, except for that highlighter. The highlighter is a lot lighter than I think the other one is, but really pretty, and this is a great formula. I haven't used this palette much, but I'm really glad I have it. I got it half price when they were discontinuing it. Couple here from Jaclyn Hill. They look exactly the same on the outside, and there is a blush and a highlighter, or no, I'm sorry, a bronzer and a highlighter. So really, really pretty. This one's really light. This is the shades Lilac Love and Top Tan. So yeah, I just thought it would work really good for my skin tone. So I'll just show you the bronzer first. And it's very, very light. Actually, I can barely see it. I'm going to do a little more. Really, really light. But my hands tend to be a little more bronzed than my skin or my face does. I can't even, I'll go really close to you. So you can barely see it, but I can see this a lot better on my face because, yeah, I just put a lot more sunscreen on my face and my hands just get way more tan than my face does. So that is the first one. I can see it, but I don't know how it's registering on the camera, but it's really pretty. And this next one here is the Pink Me Up in Oh Honey, and this one is a little bit darker, but I'll go ahead and swatch these for you. And you can definitely see, actually you can see the bronzer a little bit better after you see this bronzer. Just kind of shows up more on my skin. So that is what these look like. Very, very light, but that's the way I like them. Because honestly, I have very fair skin most of the year. In the summer, I do have a little bit darker skin, but I'm not wanting to go out and tan anymore. I'm usually putting sunscreen or just plain staying out of the sun with my skin. But because I just tend to burn a lot. But so these are these two products here. So I'm going to go ahead and choose another. Next one here, I got these both from Kohl's. So these are a little bit old. I mean, that's what happens in my collection. I used a lot of Kohl's cash to get a lot of these products, and I loved it when I could do it. So this is from Cover FX, and the shades are Monochromatic Bronzer Duo, Matte and Shimmer. It doesn't have shades. Oh, Sun-Kissed Bronze. I didn't see that. So this is what it looks like. There was one shimmer one and a matte one here. So go ahead and swatch these for you. And they're really nice. So here's the matte one. I'm sorry if my camera is bumping. I have a cat who keeps bumping my camera, trying to keep her away. But you know how that goes. So this is the matte right here. And then this one here that I'm swatching is the shimmer. So it's really nice, and definitely I could see using these together, just going back and forth in the palette to use it as one bronzer instead of two, but I think it's really nice. This next one here is the Butter London, and this is the, doesn't say any shades, so this is what it looks like. It's very reflective, and this has a blush as well, and I got this half price, I believe. I don't think I spent more. I know I didn't get it full price, so I tend to wait for products to go on sale. So this is this palette here, really gorgeous, and just products, shades that I really, really like. Next up, I have a couple of Becca here. This one is the Becca, Khloe, and Malik palette, and it has Glow Up, Fierce, Fabulosity, and Cocoa Bronze. So this one I'll go ahead and show you. I haven't used this too much yet, but sugar. So this is what the colors look like, and they're very, very pretty. So I'll go ahead and swatch these for you, and then I'll go ahead and swatch the other ones. I might have to wash my hands in the process, but we'll see. So this is the colors here, very pretty and very faint. Again, I have very fair skin normally, so these will come across as they're too light for me right now, but honestly, when summer's not here, even on my skin, on my face, it's so much lighter. I can show you. That's actually better of what my skin color is. I don't get much sun on this side of my hand, so obviously, I mean, this has gotten some sun already and got tan, so it's a little bit darker. But these colors are really pretty. And the next one here is the same one, but this one is the Dusted Yes Girl, Make Me Blush, and Bestie Bronze. And I'll go ahead and show you. These ones are the darker version. When I picked these up, I couldn't decide which ones that or which one I wanted to get. So I did pick up both of them, and I have no regrets. I really kind of miss Becca. I have a few of their products, but I thought it was a really good company, and just I really liked their products. So this is what those shades look like. I'm just going to use the inside of my hand. I think it'll be a little bit better. I think it's hard for me to see the powder on this side, so I'm just going to use this side here from now on. Hopefully it works better for you guys as well. And I have a cat just banging at the door. Apologize. So this is from Sephora, and this is the Microsmooth Enchant. I don't know if they make this anymore, but it's really gorgeous shades and I really like it. And I mean, I just tended to collect a lot over the years, and you can see why. Some of these palettes are just so pretty. From Laura Geller, this is her Cocktail Hour Full Face Palette, and I don't, nope, it doesn't have any shade names on the back, but it does have these here. It has some blush or some eyeshadows, which I wasn't really going to swatch. And it has a couple of bronzers and highlighters here. I'll just go ahead and swatch them all for you since it's here. But it is a nice palette. Again, very, I mean, look at how bright that is, honestly. I'll have to show you, the matte ones are not quite as dark as you can see the shimmer ones. So it's really nice. There we go. Those are the eyeshadows. And underneath, I'll just go ahead and show you. This is with a twist is what this highlighter is called. Not really sure. It's like a champagne-y kind of color. And then a really small, well, you don't need much for that bronzer. So as you can see, and here is another highlighter. This one is called Pop the Cork. It has a lot of glitter in it, but really gorgeous and easy to work with shades. And I love this formula as well. Okay, so this is from Physicians Formula. This is, I have both of them. There was 2 versions. So this is volume 2. I could have shown you the first one first, but so this was 2 and this is 1. So let's go ahead and open 1. Really pretty. These ones are the lighter, and I wasn't sure I was gonna pick this up. I ordered this online. I don't believe they have this in the stores. At least I've never seen them in the stores. Pretty sure it's an online only. So it has this really pretty highlighter here, and it has this blush here. This is called Princess. I mean, these are really light shades, as you can see. And then the other palette is going to be a lot darker, but honestly, really easy to work with. It does have a faint smell to it, and I don't mind it. I do like the smell, but I'll go ahead and show you this one and then swatch it. So this is the darker version. This is volume 2. And if you've seen these, I would recommend getting them. I'm not sure if they still sell them, but it is very nice, very easy to use. I just like Physicians Formula. So there we go. And then I have 3 more. Some of these blushes are a little dark, so I have to go in. Same with this bronzer here. I have to go in really light-handed, but really gorgeous palettes. From Physicians Formula, this is the All-Star Face Palette. I have seen this in Target stores still. So this is what it looks like. It's very pretty. And years ago, I believe they had this. I think this is pretty, I mean, it's one of their older blushes, I believe, in their collection. I remember in high school, which that was a long time ago, I remember using this. Even when I got married, I believe it was something like that I was using. I didn't have quite as much selection when I got married. I really collected since then over the years, but I still keep going back to Physicians Formula because their products are really nice, and I definitely like them. And I do like the smells on these. I don't know if that's, if you don't like smells, you might not like them, but these are the colors here. Really gorgeous, and hopefully you can see the tones. They're pretty light, so, but they're really nice and easy to use. One of these from Sephora, and this is the Microsmooth Captivate Multitasking Baked Face Palette. This one is a little bit darker than the other one I showed you, but I'll go ahead and swatch that for you. They had 2 different ones, and I ended up purchasing both of them because I'm very indecisive, to be honest, and I didn't want to miss out. If any of you are like that, I understand. I have the same issues. I'm trying to get a little bit better about choosing, but honestly, sometimes I just can't decide on things. But here are the colors for these, and I really think these are really pretty. A little bit older in my collection. This is the Urban Decay Sin, Afterglow palette. And so these are the shades here. Really pretty colors, lots of blushes, and I will be having another video showing you like my multi-palette blushes. If they don't have bronzers, this is just a way for me to kind of choose between, because these videos would just get way too long. But these are the colors, and again, just really pretty pastels and very easy to work with. Another Physicians Formula. This is the Butter Dream Team Face Palette. I'm not sure if they still sell this one. They might, But this is what the inside looks like. Really pretty colors. And I'll go ahead and swatch these. This is the first bronzer in this palette. And then I'm just going along the way of the palette. And you can see these are just really easy. I love the highlighters, and the blushes are really pretty. This one's very faint, so I'm going to go in here a little more. That one I really would have to work up. I mean, it's really faint. And this is actually just a face powder, so you probably won't even see that. But honestly, a great palette. And if you can find it, if you can find any of these Physicians formulas, I would definitely recommend. I mean, I don't think they're quite the same formula as Laura Geller, but honestly, they feel like they're about the same. And I like both of them, though. I couldn't choose between the two. I like both companies, but if you're on a budget, I would think this one would be just as good, almost the same quality. Obviously, Laura Geller's will be a little bit maybe longer lasting, but to start using if you're new to makeup, I definitely recommend this. Too Faced. This is the Natural Face palette, and it's just gorgeous packaging. I really like Too Faced products. I have so much of their products, honestly. So this is the inside looks like, and it looks like there's 2 bronzers, 2 blushes, and a highlighter. So I'm just going to go ahead and swatch these. They're really gorgeous. Look at that. It's so pretty. This is the first bronzer, so I believe that's the first set they're saying for, I mean, you could go either way, but they kind of put these in order on how you would use them on your skin to mix them all together, but honestly, you could do whatever you want. But, so here we go. Just really pretty, and this smells really good as well, this palette. I can't remember what it smells like. Very sweet. I can't really put a finger on what it is exactly, but this is a wonderful, I love this palette. Have this here. This is from Makeup Revolution. It's the Ultra Pro Glow. But honestly, I'll show you. These look like bronzers, more bronzers and blushes. I can't talk, I guess. But so, I mean, I think most of these would be working really good for a bronzer, not really a highlighter. I think that's what they were going for with this. But I don't mind a somewhat lighter highlighter or bronzer, I guess, shimmery bronzer. So here's the first one. That's obviously the highlighters. And then as you work your way down this palette, they get a little bit darker, but not too much. So that's what these look like. They look darker in the palette, honestly. I'm actually kind of surprised. I haven't used this enough to remember. And I'm going to keep going because there's 8 colors, of course, in this palette. But, oh, these are so easy to work with. I love when I find palettes in my collection that are easy to work with. I have collected so many that honestly I haven't used enough to really know what their quality is because I just have collected so many over the years. But so this is what these are, and for a cheaper palette, again, this is a wonderful palette. Here is part of a Too Faced collection that was at Christmas, and I don't remember what year it was, but there's a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter, so go ahead and swatch them for you. There's that one. These qualities are really good. I know not all the time the Christmas ones are very, I mean, they're all different quality, but these right here are really nice and soft and easy to work with. Here's the last one. I got this from BoxyCharm back in the day. So this is what this one looks like, and there's a lot of different kinds of things that I wouldn't necessarily have picked this up on my own, but I'll go ahead and swatch them for you. So this first one here is a translucent, so that's what this looks like. I don't know if it's, I'm assuming this is just a setting powder, and then some of these I can just use for setting powders. I don't know if you can see that one, not very much. These first 3, I mean, they're basically a setting powder. You're not going to be able to see them. And then I'll do these next 2 here that are darker. Actually, next 3. These are the bronzers in this palette, and then there's a banana setting powder, which I don't always like, but it is nice occasionally, and then another setting powder. So I don't know why I haven't used this, other than it's really massive and it just gets lost in my collection. I should really just use this more because it has so many setting powders in here, and maybe I'll keep that in mind and put it with my setting powder so I know more that I have to use this, because I didn't realize this has been sitting in all of my collection and didn't realize how many setting powders were in this. But so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. If you're interested, this is my kitty Sugar. She is the one that has been bumping my camera every once in a while. Everyone, so here's a last glimpse of all of that I just showed you. Some of my single bronzers that should have been in my other video, as well as all the products I just showed you. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did, please consider giving me a big thumbs up. I will be having some more videos like this, as well as project painting videos with updates coming in the future. So if that interests you, I hope you consider subscribing, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, everyone.